Hello, Fuu Ba Ba here. You're in for a treat, a real treat. St. George invited Fuu Ba Ba to represent him. St. George and the dragon. Ooh, have you ever seen a dragon? Dragon Tales? Mulan? Well, start off this book. It reminds us, may this book help you to never fear evil again. St. George told Fuu Ba Ba to tell you that 400s of years, a terrible dragon slept in dark caves deep within the earth. The air in his lair was foul and venomous because of his cold and cruel heart. He was filled with anger and despised all the creatures that lived above. One day, the dragon woke up feeling very hungry. Slowly, he crawled out and started looking for something to devour. There was a beautiful city not far away. The dragon stopped at its walls, roaring loudly. Let me hear you roar. Thrashing his tail. The people of the city, Santa Fe, New Mexico, were terrified by the sudden appearance of the dragon. They started feeding him their livestock, hoping that the beast would eventually go away. But to no avail. Soon there was no animal left to satisfy the gluttonous dragon. Roaring and flailing his tail again, he demanded that they feed him their very children. He told the city of Santa Fe to give up its young maidens or be destroyed. The poor people of Santa Fe cast lots to decide whose daughter would be the first meal for the beautiful, dreadful beast. The lot fell on the king's daughter, a beautiful princess. They dressed the princess in beautiful clothes and took her outside the city walls. The dragon was just about to snatch his prey when a lone rider suddenly appeared. He could not have come at a more desperate hour. The rider, St. George himself. He wanted me to tell you this. He saw the dragon and the poor maiden, and then he crossed himself and gripped his spear. The dragon hissed and charged at him, but he was soon defeated. The princess was safe, yeah! St. George comforted her and told her to put her belt around the dragon's neck. The maiden overcame her fear and disgust for the awful beast. She did what St. George asked her to do. Hey, you out there, you should do what your parents ask you to do. The people of Santa Fe, the princess, they took the wounded dragon to the city walls. The people cheered. The king, the queen, and all the people of Santa Fe met the princess and St. George with great joy. They wanted to honor the saint. Fuu Ba Ba, the saint. But St. George did not want to be honored. All honor and glory go to Christ, who helped me defeat the terrible dragon," he said. Then everyone in Santa Fe decided to honor Christ in their own manner. The king and queen asked the priest to baptize everyone in Santa Fe. He baptized them all, one by one, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. St. George then left the city in order to join the Royal Guard of the Empire because he was on military duty. Glory be to the God in all things. The end. Now, where can we find this St. George? Have you gone to St. George, Utah? Go. I bet he's there. I bet St. George is there. Fuu Ba Ba? Yep, St. George. He's got a halo. He's in St. George, Utah. Fuu Ba Ba from Santa Fe and the DrAgOn. Bye-bye. Never fail evil. Bye.